best, and you'll see it all only on NBL. This program proudly brought to you by Just Jeans and Australian High Reach Rentals.
Hello everyone, I'm Mike Rubin and welcome to the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre for tonight's big National Basketball League clash between the Newcastle NIB Falcons and the Sydney Kings. Well, it's the last home game of the season for the Falcons and a very important one for them too, as they would like to climb off the bottom of the ladder and finish the season on a high note. For the Sydney Kings, well, they want to make the top three in this year's competition. They really have played super basketball this year, and with three former Falcons at the helm and playing for the Sydney Kings, it should be a great fixture tonight. Terry, the matchup should be absolutely beautiful. Great to see the return of Bob Turner, Ian Rebilliard and Ian Davies.
Certainly it is, Mike. Over the years, these teams have had great rivalry, and it's going to be no different tonight. And I think there'll be a very fiery exchange out there tonight. Looking at the records of the 22 games played, Newcastle's won 13 to Sydney's 9. Kings won both games in 88 and won the first round game at Homebush this year, but only 3 points in it, 115 to 112. Looking at the win-loss record, Falcons 50%, Kings 42%, and you can see there the Kings had a very ordinary record early in their NBL career, but things have certainly changed, as Mike said, with Bob Turner to the helm, and they're going to go from strength to strength. Point statistics for Sydney in 1989, you can see there that they had 103.2 for and against, and this probably illustrates the closeness of all their matches this year. Newcastle 15 points while only scoring 109 points. Two key players tonight, obviously Mark Bridlin, the 6'9" centre. He's going to be a handful, playing his 73rd NBL game. He's averaging 26 points per game and 13 rebounds for his career, while in 1989, 21.6 and 11.6, so certainly a great player. American recruit, Steve, one of the personality players of the NBL. He's been in the All-Star team in 86, 87 and 88. He's averaged 20 points per game in 89 compared to a career average of 24. Jones had an excellent game against Adelaide last week and probably led the team to victory. He's got to stop Mark Bridlin tonight. He's been averaging 17.5 points a game and 12 rebounds. And Sydney must win tonight, but there'll be no love lost in this game, and I think Newcastle has definitely got a chance.
Thanks very much, Terry Charlton. To have a look at the individual matchups and indeed the starting five.
Thank you, Mike. And what an important game for the Sydney Kings, as they wish to maintain their momentum going into the finals, as well as getting a top place, which is very important in the playoffs. The Falcons, on the other hand, they had a great win last week, and they're going to be sky high, full of confidence, and they're going to be firing them up from everywhere. Let's have a look at the starting five for both teams in tonight's game. For the Newcastle Falcons, under coach Ken Cole, who will be looking for his one win in the NBL tonight, we have number 5, Captain Mike Johnson at the forward position. Number 6, Neil Turner, also at the forward position, and 7, Bill Jones at center. 22, youngster Peter Harvey at the guard position, and 32, who I feel is a danger man for Sydney tonight, Jerry Everett at the guard position. For the Sydney Kings, 7, Steve Carfino at the guard position, number 14, Brad Dalton at center, 20, Mark Bridlin at forward, 33, Damian Keogh at the guard position, and number 55, Tim Morrissey at the forward position. In tonight's game, we're going to see two contrasting styles of play. The Kings play a very disciplined offense, and they play a very hard knock defense. The Falcons, on the other hand, they like to fire them up and they like to run. So tonight's game, I think it's anyone's pick.
Thanks very much, Dave. Now, the winner of our Just Jeans competition from last week in the match between the Adelaide 36ers and the Newcastle NIB Falcons was Bill Jones, and our Just Jeans winner, Richard Manning from Muswellbrook. Congratulations, you've won $100 worth of great gear from Just Jeans. Just before tip-off tonight, all the crew of NBN would like to thank the statisticians who have done such a great job in season 1989. Well, there's not a spare piece of timber to sit on here at the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre. An absolute jam-packed house. Many Sydney people in the audience tonight to come and see their team that are going to the 1989 National Basketball League playoffs. The Falcons in a huge upset last week, beating the Adelaide 36ers. Can they repeat the dose and defeat another team that are going to the playoffs this year? We're about to find out. 48 minutes away, and the Sydney Kings get the tip-off. Damian Keogh with the ball. He'll be an integral part for the Kings tonight. Carfino to Morrissey. Morrissey to Dalton at the top of the key. Thought about the shot. Gave it back to Carfino. 3-point shot. Short. Tipped away by Riddle. Picked up by Jones. Outlet to Michael Johnson. And the Falcons in possession for the first time tonight. Young Neil Turner with the ball. Out to Peter Hill, who has started in the last couple of games and has done extremely well. But what a job for him tonight up against Carfino. Jones now, who had a big game last week, goes the drive, gets the two. What a start for the Falcons.
One horrible moment, I think thought it was going to roll out there, but a good drive there by Bill Jones. And Mike, just backing up your comments, it's great to see Newcastle on the bottom of the table and packed house, probably the best crowd of the season. So that's good from local support point of view.
Jerry Everett with the ball now, the prolific point scorer for the Falcons. He certainly will be needed in all his brilliance tonight. Goes to the basket, can't get it. That man Ridlin pulls in the big rebound. Carfino, brilliant skills, 3-on-1. Off to Damien Keogh. Can't make the shot. Tim Morrison can't get it. Carfino gets it back. He throws it up off the glass. Johnson rebounds. And it's a frenetic start here, Terry.
Yes, a little bit of a lost chance there by Steve Carfino. Damien Keogh put up a very average-looking shot, and Carfino couldn't put the last one in.
And Mark Ridlin gets the foul, and Dave Ankeny. What a crowd in here tonight, and they're making plenty of noise early.
That's right. Well, it should be a barn burner tonight, and I'd like to point out Neil Turner, just by being down there in the last defensive play, intimidated Keogh and made him took a bad shot.
Turner now with the sky hook. Can he get it? 2 points. The Falcons 4-0.
Yes, that's the sort of shot I'd like to see him use a lot, Mike. Close into the basket, put a little bit of pressure on the defence when does early in the game.
Ridlin throws the bad pass inside to Jones, and Jones picks up the ball for the Falcons. Harvey brings it down slowly for the Falcons now to Jones. Carfino with a nearly intercept. Jones screen set by Turner. Dalton just pushes him off. Jones inside the paint, outlets to Turner. He can't make the shot. Carfino with the rebound. Harvey in contention with him. Carfino now is just settling it down for the Kings to Morrissey. Looking inside to Ridlin. Ridlin now moving. Morrissey decides to go himself. Goes too far. Will he get the 2 points? He does. Gets the two and will go to the line.
And Peter Harvey gets the foul in the act of shooting, so that's a 3-point play. What's the replay here again? Peter Harvey in poor defensive position. A little bit of push as he went into that shot, so 2 points count and 1 free throw. There's Tim Morrissey's statistics there as he misses the free throw.
They get the ball back to Kings. Carfino now to Ridlin. Ridlin with a shot. Can he make the two? He can't. Everett with a big rebound.
Yes, Jerry Everett playing from the guard position is one of the best rebounders in the league. He averages something like 10 a game.
Turner all away. What a dunk to start the game. Just serve Ridlin up and went around him as though he wasn't there.
Yes, good move by the big fellow. Great potential, as you see. Take the baseline drive. There's no one going to stop him in that position. And the big slam dunk. Watch the replay here again with Ridlin straight around him, a little bit nonplussed, and Turner showing good skills there early in the game.
Ridlin forced to take the shot from outside again, comes up very short. Harvey picks up the ball for the Falcons. With the amount of noise in here at the moment, you think there was only a couple of minutes to go and the scores were all tied. Harvey now.
Well, the thing is, playing on your home court, Newcastle got this great crowd as Neil Turner hits his third basket. Great start, just the two. There it is there, just a foot on the line. Beautiful shooting.
And the Falcons lead 8 points to 2 here at the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre.
All of a sudden, there's a lot of pressure on Sydney. They've got to hit a couple of baskets and get into this game before Newcastle gets a bit of a surge.
Ridlin taking the shot from outside again, comes up short. Everett with the ball. What can he do now? Just prop, settles things down a little bit to Harvey at the top, over to Johnson. Inside to Jones, gets a push off from Dalton. Goes for the shot, makes the two. And Dave Ankeny, the Falcons are on fire at the moment.
Well, that's right. One thing I was going to say earlier, that Neil Turner certainly has his work cut out regarding Mark Ridlin, but Neil Turner started out with hitting 3 shots in a row, so the pressure's now on Sydney.
8:23 left in the first term. The Falcons lead 10 points to 2.
No more baseline drives. Turn it in. There's no excuse for that, all right? We're just giving them shots. All right, second thing. Offensively now, we're taking 15 to 20-footers every time, working inside. We don't need the 15-footers early. We're not hitting the shots. Let's get it inside. Get one on the 2-footer, 3-footer, right? Let's work the X-cuts. Try and move it inside. That's all we got to do. Be patient on offense instead of taking the first 15-footer. If we miss it, they're rebounding, they're gone. Let's get it inside, okay? And move the ball around. Get to the X-cuts, all right? Set them down screens. Here we go.
Bob Turner still cool, calm and collected, but He's very true there. Mark Ridlin was actually taking the long shot, and you don't see that very often. He's an inside player, and that's the sort of shot he's got to be looking for early in the game. How does Ken Cole see it, Dave?
Well, Ken's very happy at the moment, but he feels that Sydney might come out with his own defense just to sort of slow down Newcastle. But I think when you're behind 8 points at the beginning of the game, I think you're going to have to stick man-to-man.
Carfino now. Goes for the shot himself, throws it up on the glass. They can't get it. Riddling gets a good rebound following the coach's instructions, but the ball just won't go in the hole. And a big rebound by Jerry Everett.
Jerry Everett, there's the shooting percentage with Newcastle 71%, Kings 14. Rebounds 6-3. Newcastle way.
Alley-oop, Michael Johnson, Jerry Everett, 2 points. Falcons lead 12-2. Well, it's all happening. Terry Joe.
There's the replay. A nice over-the-head pass to Jerry Everett. Great timing skills there by Everett, and the pressure is right on the visiting team from Sydney.
Dalton now, 2-point shot. He can't make it. 3 Falcons in there to try and get the rebound. Jerry Everett really pumped up for this match tonight. Michael Johnson. Now to Bill Jones at the top. Back out to Everett. Inside to Johnson. He tries to get around Morrissey. Throws the ball up and it goes in the hoop. Michael Johnson goes into the canteen. And the Falcons 14 points to 2.
Yes, they're hot, shooting a brilliant percentage as Michael Johnson ended out just about in the canteen after that shot. With Sydney trying to settle up.
Trying to get inside of Riddlin. Can't do so. Forced to get the ball off to Morrissey. He sights a little gap. Pushed off by Everett. And Morrissey draws the foul on Jerry Everett, and the Kings will get it from the side. But a great start to the Newcastle NIB Falcons. They want to treat their home fans to a big win at the end of the season. The Sydney Kings, of course, Terry, this is a vital game for them, seeing that North Melbourne belted the Melbourne side last night.
That's right. Well, they're looking to come in third or fourth to get into the elimination finals in those positions, because that gives them some home court advantage in the best of 3 series.
What a reject by Neil Turner. Tim Morrissey gets the rebound and puts it away.
Neil Turner, of course, leading the block shot statistics, averaging about 3 a game, so that's his first one for this game.
Peter Harvey, Neil Turner. Here's the block shot at the other end.
Yes, good effort there by
But
Turner.
Tim Morrissey gets that basket at the other end. Peter Harvey, enormous basket for the Falcons. 16-4, the Falcons lead. Ridlin now trying to get inside. That looked like a bit of a travel. Block shot by Turner. Ridlin gets it back, gets the 2 points. It's all happening. What a start by both these teams.
Yes, Neil Turner doing a fine job on Ridlin.
Johnson now forcing into Morrissey. Gets the ball to Harvey. Now to Everett. They're moving it quickly, the Falcons. Everett tries to get around Keogh. Goes for the shot. Can he make it? It's in the hole. What shooting percentage the Falcons at the moment? 18 points to 6.
Can't miss at this stage.
Newcastle's defense has been excellent, and that's what won the game for them last week against Adelaide. And they're really making Sydney take some bad shots.
You see Bill Jones get the fouling situation there. Tim Morrissey will go to the line. We'll watch the action replay here again with Jones not in good position and coming over the top and clipping Morrissey on the arm. No doubt about that one. Morrissey will step to the line. Having an excellent season, Tim Morrissey, averaging 12 odd points a game and very aggressive on defence. An excellent player to have in your team.
Tim Morrissey now with the first. Can't make it.
Not one of his strong suits from the free throw line, but Morrissey on the verge of Australian selection, of course, this year. Team touring to America in November as he misses the second shot.
Tipped out by the Falcons. The Sydney Kings will inbound. The Falcons have made a substitution. Grant Kruger is coming to the game. Neil Turner having a rest.
And what an explosive first few minutes for Neil Turner.
Carfino now, as Harvey tried to burrow through the defence. Gets it back to Keogh. Keogh with a 3-point bomb. He makes it. That's Damien Keogh at his best.
Damien Keogh having one of his best seasons with Sydney, as we see the shooting percentage there. Can you believe that? Falcons 82%, Kings 21. They're not going to maintain that percentage, but if they can get a run on, they're going to make it very hard for the visitors to get back into this game.
Johnson inside to Jones. Back out to Johnson now. 3-point attempt, Michael Johnson. That's well short. Picked up by Dalton. Gets it out to Morrissey now. Kings on a fast breakout. Morrissey looking to go all the way himself. Tipped away by Jerry Everett. Johnson now to Everett. Too many Sydney Kings players, but Everett throws it up anyway. It's in the hole once again. Falcons 20 points to 9.
There's Neil Turner on the bench watching his team perform well.
Carfino, too experienced for Peter Harvey. Gets the ball out to Keogh now. He makes the shot. That's better play by the Sydney Kings.
Australian coach Adrian Hurley complimented Damien Keogh the series against New Zealand and the earlier games this year that he's having his best season ever. We've seen 2 good shots there. If we see the charging foul there on Jerry Everett, Ken Cole's on his feet. We'll watch the replay and just see what we can make out of it. And Tim Morrissey was certainly stationary, and a good call by referee Paul Beale.
So Ken Cole, the coach of the NIB Falcons, going absolutely off his trolley. 4:50 left in the first term. The Falcons lead 20-11.
Dennis in the game, guarding Steve Corfino. Peter Harvey a bit worn out there after 8 minutes of excellent defensive pressure.
Carfino now gets around Dennis, gets the ball back to Dalton. He takes it across to the other side. 3 seconds in the key to Mark Redland. Falcons back in possession. So plenty of pressure being applied here by the Falcons, Terry.
Certainly is. Sydney are not getting into their offence, and Bob Turner will be a little concerned about that as Bill Jones takes the drive, got a bit of space there.
Off the glass, 2 points to Billy Jones.
Bill Jones would have a little bit of jumping ability on Brad Dalton, so if he moves him around a little bit, he could pick up some good baskets.
Inside to Mark Riddle, tipped away by Jones, picked up by Morrissey. He gets it into Brad Dalton, and that's better stuff. The Sydney Kings pull 2 back, 22-13 the Falcons lead with just 4 minutes left in the first term. Sean Dennis now for the Falcons. Been a prolific 3-point shooter this year, averaging nearly 50% from the 3-point line. Gets in now, looks for the 2-point shot.
Carfino's going to get the push there as Dennis was faked for the shot. Carfino gave him the little push, and we'll watch this replay again. You see just a little fake, and Carfino's actually pushing with the body, putting him off the shot, so that's a foul, and Sean Dennis steps to the free throw line. Looking at his free throw percentage there, 89, 83%, so that's excellent. And 88, only 64. Been playing a lot more time this year and been one of the key players of the Falcons this season.
So he makes the one. In Moose Rebillard, in for the Sydney Kings. He will know every board on this court. The troubleshooter, some considered him the best number 6 in Australia for many seasons. And if there's a crisis, bring in the Moose. He'll certainly be wanting to have a big game here tonight in front of his former home crowd.
Certainly is. He's always been a great performer, Ian Rebillard. I've got great admiration for him. And he's been playing very, very well in the latter part of the season for the Kings, and certainly a key player.
Sean Dennis to Jerry Everett. Trying to get around Damien Keogh, offloads to Michael Johnson. Good defence by the Kings. Now Johnson decides to go all the way himself, just lays it up. That's a great 2 points to the captain as he barrels the Moose to the floor. 25-13, the Falcons lead with just over 3 minutes left in the first term.
Yes, I think Ian Rebillard should know all about Michael Johnson. They played for many years together as Michael Johnson's bumped off the screen there. Pops back up. As
you said in the early preview, Terry, there could be a fair bit of feeling in this game. Damien Keogh inside the paint now. Can't get the 2. The Falcons nearly turn it over themselves. Jerry Everett finally comes up with a rebound. What can the Falcons do here? Dennis offloads to Johnson once more. Small screen set inside to Grant Kruger. Gets inside himself. Great basket, Grant Kruger. That's the area, Terry, where the Falcons have been falling down the last few games. But tonight they seem keen to get inside.
Right. Well, they're going inside all the time, and that puts a lot of pressure on the defence. They can still look for those perimeter shots, but get the ball inside, and Grant Kruger did it very, very well on that occasion.
Rebillard now with the ball. Gets it out to Keogh. Look for the ball back inside, but it went out to Dalton. Dalton with a shot. Better shot, Brad Dalton. Great shot from outside. 2 points. 27-15, the Falcons lead. Here's where it is again.
You don't see Brad Dalton stepping out that far too often, but made the most of it, and nice arch in that shot.
Johnson with the ball once again. Signalling Jones to go the other side to set the screen. He couldn't do so. Sean Dennis, the little fake. Big screen set by Grant Kruger. Out to Jones from Dennis. 2 points. Falcons playing controlled basketball at the moment, Dave Ankeny.
I think you could put the assist down there to Sean Dennis.
Well, the main factor is they're playing excellent defense. They've held Sydney to 15 points in 10 minutes of basketball, and what a great effort that is.
Good rebound by Brad Dalton. He gets the 2. That's where the Kings are going to need to get some points from. In close. Sean Dennis, 3-point shot. Can he make it? He can't this time. Rebound by Grant Kruger. Tried to get it away to a Falcons player. Finally got it to Jones. Dennis with a 2-point shot. He can't make it. Jerry Everett with a near tip in. Jones with a near tip in. He gets it on the third attempt. Falcons 31 points to 17.
Oh, no. We'll see the last effort here with Ridland picking up the 2, but watch the action replay here. Great rebounding skills here. With Jerry Everett staying after the ball and Bill Jones finally getting it on the second attempt. Great work.
Back to live action now. Everett tries to get around Keogh. Props, shoots, can't get the basket. Tapped away by Jones. Everett picks up the scraps for the Falcons.
51 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Everett now showing some individual brilliance. Goes all the way. What a super basket, Jerry Everett.
Where did he go?
33-19, 40 seconds left on the clock. Rebellion now with the ball.
Watch the replay here again. Damien Kerr, the defensive player, but just couldn't hold Everett on that occasion. And Jerry Everett rebounding brilliantly on the defensive end.
Jerry Everett really aggressive tonight. He's come out fired up, and all the boys are, and he's done a great job on the boards, both ends.
20 seconds left on the clock. They can milk this clock right down here, the Falcons. 17 seconds now. They lead 33-19. What an opening term for them. There goes the 10-second hooter. Everett now. Individual skills once again. Is going to have to shoot. Does so. Brilliant basket, Jerry Everett. 5 seconds left on the clock. Keogh now. Keogh will throw it up with 1 to go. It's short. And it's the end of the first term. Well, what an opening to this final home game of the season for the Falcons. They lead the Sydney Kings 35 points to 19.
Looking at the win percentage there, and in the red, the Sydney team, and stands out like a beacon. In 1983, they had a brilliant year, 86%. Darren Wells was coaching that year, and but as you can see, from 79 right through, the red columns are fairly low, and they got down to, in 84, to 12%. So they've been up and down a little bit, but take it from me, from here on, the Sydney's going all the way up. Looking at the Newcastle stats, we see in 84, they had a great season there. As we see Jerry Everett, just prior to that last quarter, had a brilliant opening quarter, and dazzling skills here. Damien Keogh, not quite sure what to do. The clock's counting down. There's only a few seconds remaining. Up he goes for the jump shot, and brilliant basket.
So just about the start of the second term, Ian Davies, the former Falcon sharpshooter, now the Sydney Kings sharpshooter, is on the court. And if there's a man that can turn a game in the blinking of an eye, Ian Davies can. Tapped away by Bill Jones to turn it to Everett.
Certainly can.
Michael Johnson with the ball. Big screen set by Billy Jones. Plenty of hustle and bustle in there with Ian Davies. Dennis to Everett. Makes a rare fumble.
Neil Turner back into the game too, Mike. Coach Cole's giving him a little bit of spell. Bill Jones sees a bit of space. He's playing like a man possessed. 12 points.
So the Falcons lead the Sydney Kings 37 points to 19. Rebellion to Davies. Guarded by Johnson to Redlin. Redlin setting himself for the shot. Offloads to Rebellion. Nearly intercepted there by Johnson. Rebellion with a shot. Good 2 points to the Moose. Sean Dennis breaks out quickly for the Falcons, hold it there by Rebellion. Settling it down now, trying to get around to Dennis. Offloads to Johnson. Johnson inside to Jones. He goes for the shot, makes the 2 points, and will go to the line to add the extra.
It's a three-point play, and obviously the tactics by Cole is get the ball inside. Falls probably Ridland's a little bit slow on the defensive end as Bill Jones takes it to him, and not sure whether Davies got that foul coming in over behind.
Jones now trying to add the extra.
There's Bill Jones' statistics there. Career statistic 15.9. Puts the second shot in.
Well, the Falcons lead 40 points to 21. I would suggest too that they've never had this big a league all season.
No, it's been a brilliant start for them, and it shows great character, I think, coming back, being on the bottom of the table and not prepared to give in at any stage.
Ian Davies, 3-point shot. Rebellion in there for the rebound, but Jones gets the ball out to Everett now. Everett looks high at the basket, but decides to hang on to the ball. Now gets it off to Dennis. Inside to Jones once more. Nowhere to go. Jones decides to go on his own. Gets it to Turner. Back to Everett now. Everett at the top of the key. Short. Rebound by Damien Keogh.
Looking at the stats there with Falcons shooting that remarkable 71%. Kings 38. Rebounds. Falcons out rebounding Kings 13-8.
The Sydney Kings will inbound from the side after Neil Turner threw it out. Couldn't hang on to that rebound.
Again, we see great defense from the Falcons. We see the man was open there. We saw Bill Jones helping out, and he came out and he put pressure on the shooter. And again, that's good teamwork on the defensive end.
Dave, how did the coaches see it at quarter time there?
Coach Cole was very pleased with the Soups, obviously, but he wanted them to make sure that when Sydney picked up the dribble, that they really got all over the man. And offensively, he was telling them to let's keep the ball wide, let's look for Jerry, because they're guarding the men outside. Let's look inside for Jerry Everett.
Another bit of a landmark too, Mike, with Michael Johnson's controlled trap just recently. That's his 1,000 rebounds in the National League. So he's certainly an all-round player now, good assist player, and obviously a dynamic scorer as well.
Marvellous performance by Michael Johnson as Coach Bob Turner makes a couple of substitutions. Steve Carfino back in the game along with Andrew Spaldenis. Carfino now, brilliant player himself, goes for the jumper, makes the two. Brilliant basket by Carfino, and the Sydney crowd erupt and give him a big cheerio.
Steve Carfino's first points of the match, so the defence have done a good job on him.
Dennis.
Sydney pressuring the pass here, and Carfino picks up the steal. Sean Dennis comes at him. He's going to get the foul, put his hand on Carfino in the act of shooting, so he'll get the bonus shot. But watch the replay here again. Carfino intercepting the ball beautifully, great speed. Sean Dennis after him, you can see his hand in the back, and referee Steve Bignell's picking up for it.
So timeout called by Coach Ken Cole for the Falcons. There's 9:22 left in the second term. The Falcons lead 40 points to 25.
Who's got who now? Spaldenis. Spaldenis, who have you got? Morrissey. Davies. Okay. Stay with what we're doing on offense. Stay aggressive. Inside and outside. Take him to the hole. Don't just take it out. Take him in and take him out. Fall over when he hits you next time. Maybe you'll get that one call. Play defence, men, and listen, no mental lapses. None of those little mental errors where you should have committed the foul out there. I stopped it, so I was
looking at the matchups there in particularly the 1989 season. Rebounds, teams pretty well even. Newcastle 41, Sydney 42.5. The free throw line, Sydney not too good at 69% compared to Newcastle 75. Both shooting 47% from the 2-point range, while the 3-point range, Sydney's got that advantage, 41% to 37%.
So Steve Carfino going to the line now to try and add the third point. He really can turn a game, Carfino. The Sydney Kings not out of this by any means whatsoever. Dave Ankeny, what did Coach Bob Turner have to say in that timeout?
Coach Turner wants his boys to be playing good defense. He said, this is the start, fellas. Every offensive player for the Falcons, we want you down there playing good defense. On the offensive end, we want you to chip away. Don't rush anything. We don't have to get back in this game in 30 seconds. Let's take our time. We have another 3 quarters to go.
Bob Turner on his feet there as the foul by Spaldenis. It's 2 team fouls to Sydney.
The Falcons inbound to Sean Dennis.
Sydney definitely picked up their defensive pressure.
You may remember in the first encounter this year, Terry, the Falcons came back from about a 20-point deficit, only to go down by 3 points. So certainly plenty of time left in this basketball game as Billy Jones, it looks out for him. Morrissey, a better rebound for the Kings. Rebellion now breaks out quickly. Gives it to Davies. Davies, plenty of time for the 3-point shot. Can't make it, overshoots. And the rebound by Neil Turner. Out to Sean Dennis now. They run it out. He sees the gap. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson with the jumper. Makes the 2.
6 points for Michael
vision
Johnson.
there from Sean Dennis. He threw that ball knowing Mike Johnson's back there. And Mike Johnson, he gets that open shot. He's not going to miss too many. So great pass from Sean Dennis.
Morrissey to Davies. Gets it back out to Rebellion, to Carfino. Tighter defence by the Falcons. Carfino with a shot. Great shot, Steve Carfino. 2 points. The Falcons 42-28.
Yes, Steve Carfino coming alight in this second quarter. Picked up three baskets.
Everett now. Sensational in the first term. Hardly sighted so far in the second term. Johnson forced to take the shot.
Oh.
It goes in the hole. Fake count. He'll go to the line to add the extra.
Yes, a little bit off balance, but Ian Davies pushing him in the act of shooting, so that's a bonus shot. We watched the action replay here, and Ian Davies nowhere near position on defence, and the foul is called.
Michael Johnson at the line now for the Falcons.
There's Michael Johnson's percentage there. Very good free throw, 75% in 99.
Adds the extras, 45-28, the Falcons lead. Rebellion with the ball for the Kings. To Davies. To Tim Morrissey in a bit of space. Carfino. Peter Harvey back in the game for the Falcons. Gets it out to Valdennis. Now to Davies. Davies with a shot on the 10-second hooter. It lips out for Ian Davies. The Falcons nearly cough it up.
Good hustle there by Neil Turner. Showed great speed for a big fellow.
Everett now to Michael Johnson. Screen set by Sticks Turner. If you hit him too hard, he'd break. Michael Johnson now. Into Jerry Everett. Athletic skills, Jerry Everett. 2 points. The Falcons, 47-28. Good understanding between Michael Johnson and Jerry Everett.
Watch the action replay here again with Michael Johnson. Jerry Everett looked like he was covered there by Steve Carfino, but a nice pass and great jumping ability. Great athletic ability, Dave. Ankeny, Jerry Everett.
Oh, well, he can jump, and I've said all along, if he gets inside against a smaller man, well, he's unstoppable. And Mike Johnson, a great pass, and he only needs 3 to get 600 for his NBL career, which is also a great effort for Mike, so he's going to achieve 2 milestones in this game tonight.
Well, he's actually picked up 6 assists already, Dave, so he's
well, there we go. Well, that's 1,003 he has, in his, or 603 rather, in his career. That's a great effort for Mike.
So Ian Davies going out of the game. Damien Keogh coming back in for the NEC Kings. Jerry Everett to the line to shoot 2 for the Falcons.
There's Jerry Everett's record. Down the bottom of the screen you see his free throw percentage, 84 from 111 at 75%. But interesting stat down the bottom, rebounds 9.6. I reckon he's got 9 rebounds now.
Lips out, only 1, 48-28. The Falcons lead by 20.
Well, Sydney are going to have to consolidate now, and they have. There's still a lot of time in this game. At 20 points shouldn't worry them, but they're going to have to cut it to about 10 at halftime. They want to get back to about 10 at half, and then they're still in the game.
Carfino out to Rebilliard. Rebilliard with a shot. Gee, they're taking some outside shots, Dave Ankeny, and that's not normally the Sydney Kings game.
Well, I have to admit, I thought Sydney would go inside a lot more, and as I said earlier, their big men are shooting from outside, and that's a bad sign. But Newcastle, to their credit, they're playing excellent defense tonight.
Good move by Neil Turner. Referee Paul Bill has called a foul on someone as Andrew Valdennis crashes into the sponsors
Bill
box.
Jones, I think, tried to lift Valdennis into the Grace Brothers box. Bob Turner on screen.
Just over 6 minutes left in the first half of basketball here at the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre. A capacity crowd on hand to witness this final home game of the season for the Falcons. The Sydney Kings. Tim Morrissey gets the 2 points. That's better play by Tim Morrissey. Peter Harvey now rushing out for the Falcons. Turner in space. Looks inside of Everett. Can't do so. Gets it back to Peter Harvey. Now to Bill Jones. Screen set by Jones to Michael Johnson with a shot. He makes the 2.
11 points to Michael Johnson.
And I think Bill Jones is relishing the fact that Mark Ridland's on the bench at the moment.
Certainly is. Well, Ridland, I thought, had a fairly poor first quarter. He'll come into the game very soon as Damien Keogh gets the 3.
Super shot, Damien Keogh.
That gives him 8 points, his second 3 points for the match.
Michael Johnson now. Good defence by Keogh. Strong defence. Johnson with the 2-point shot off balance. Can't make it, but Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2.
Damien Keogh cresting the decision there by referee Bill.
Here it is again.
Watch the replay and make your mind up yourself as Michael Johnson actually gets past Keogh, goes the shot, and a little bit of a push on the back there by Keogh. Fairly unobtrusive, but when the referee's right next to you, it's a bit hard to get away with it. There's Michael Johnson's career record, 202 games in the NBL, and a great stalwart for Newcastle basketball.
Gets the first.
Average 75% from the 3-throw line.
Now with the second. And the Falcons back out to a 19-point lead, 52-33, with just over 5 minutes left in the second term.
Mark Ridland back. There's Ian Rebilliard and Ian Davies in picture there.
Ridland now back in the game. Gets it inside as Valdennis. Chris still can't do anything to stop him, and that's a better play by the Kings. Good inside work by the big men.
It certainly was. Chris Steele didn't have his measure on that occasion, and I think Kings have got to go inside a lot more than they have been.
Michael Johnson off balance once again, throws it up, can't get it. Chris Steele in there contesting well, but the Sydney Kings come away with it. Carfino now, brilliant skills into Ridland. Oh, that's super basketball. Great basketball, Steve Carfino and Mark Ridland.
Nice quick hands, beautiful pass by Carfino. We watched the replay here again, right from halfway, like a bullet into Ridland, and one moment I thought he was going to dunk, but decided to conserve his energy.
Bill Jones now. Ridland a little bit fired up, obviously under the guidance of Coach Bob Turner. Get out there and scrap, my young man. Michael Johnson now inside to Jones. Did well to hang on to that. Goes all the way himself. Comes up short. Tries to get the rebound back. Does so and then finally tips it into one of the sponsors' box. And the Kings back in possession. So here's a chance for them to add further points. Sval Dennis now. Props. Inside to Riddlin. Too much latitude in there. And the big men starting to combine extremely well for the Kings.
Yes, good action there by Sydney. Playing the fast break as we watch the action replay here again. Good ball into Mark Riddlin. Bill Jones coming onto the scene a little bit late.
Michael Johnson gets 2 points at the other end.
15 points to Michael Johnson. Been put under some pressure there, but there's the shooting percentage. 68% for Newcastle, Kings 41.
Carfino goes for the big three, can't make it. Andrews Sval Dennis under the basket, Camp there. He gets the 2, and the Kings are right in this game. 13 points the difference, the Falcons lead 54-41. That lead can be cut extremely quickly. Everett with a three-point attempt. Makes the basket, Jerry Everett. And quickly that lead can be extended again.
Well, said it can. That's the great game about basketball. With the three-point line, it's added a new dimension to see Jerry Everett outside that line. 6.25 metres from the basket, and down it goes.
Riddlin looking inside to Keogh. Couldn't do so. Got it out to Morrissey. Now Keogh with the ball. Defence by Michael Johnson. Fall-away jumper, Damien Keogh. Great 2 points.
10 points to Damien Keogh. Coming into his own now. Watch the little... neat little jump shot, turn around pivot shot as they call it, and nice 2 points.
Chris Dill now, he throws it up. He can't make it. In there trying to contest, but I think he'll get the foul.
Yes, climbing up the back of Sval Dennis, so that'll be a foul on the rebounding situation. That's 3-team fouls, so no real damage done as Chris Dill goes for his first shot. You can see him come out of the top there of Mark Riddlin. Always a foul.
Ron Dennis and Glenn Kruger back into the game. Andrew Saldanis hitting the boards for the Kings, and Coach Cole's retaliated with Grant Kruger, so we can have 2 big bruisers out there battling it out now.
Riddlin inside to Morrissey, knocked away by Everett. Dennis now, regathered by Morrissey.
Carried it over.
Well,
carried it right over halfway, but referee didn't see it that way. You're right on the halfway, Dave. How'd you see it?
Well, we certainly did take the ball over the halfway line, so it should have been a Newcastle ball.
No score is called there. The Kruger will get the foul. And that'll be 2 shots. There's Mark Riddlin. Kruger coming in over the top, giving a little push with the body. Just keeps walking, takes those extra 2 steps. I'd like to see him just stand still and make himself tall as he does. As Mark Riddlin's statistics come up on your screen. Career average 26, 89, averaging 21.6. Scores the first one. You can see the free throw percentage, 64%. Not good for top players.
second now, makes the basket. 57-45, the Falcons lead. Just over 2 minutes left in the first half. Sean Dennis now. What a super game we've got on our hands here. Ken Cole still having a word to Steve Bignell about the crossover with Tim Morrissey. Johnson forces his way inside the paint. Can't make it, comes up short. Tipped away by the Falcons players. Good rebound by Andrews Sval Dennis. Mark Riddlin says, we'll steady it down a little bit. Gives it off to Carfino. Now to Keogh. Keogh looking inside for Sval Dennis. Kruger in attendance. Sval Dennis, great basket, no score. He's got the charging foul.
Charge foul there on Sval Dennis. We'll watch the action replay again. Let's make it known. You can see Kruger just standing there, and Sval Dennis certainly jumping all over top of him. So I think that was pretty justified.
Aided by a little bit of Hollywood theatrics there by Grant Kruger, but he gets the foul and Falcons back in possession. I suppose that's all part of the game, Dave Ankeny.
Yes, that's right, and I'll tell you what, I want to get sandwiched between those two blokes, number 6 and number 11. There's a lot of poundage out there.
Kruger now to Dennis. Better defence by the Kings. They're forcing Falcons out wide.
Carfino putting good pressure on Sean Dennis.
Michael Johnson from nearly halfway. Very short. Sean Dennis with a tap in. Picked up by Riddlin. Breakout by the
Plenty
Kings.
of open space here.
Oh, great basketball again. Carfino and Morrissey. They've cut the lead to 10. Exactly what Dave Ankeny was talking about.
There's the action replay again here with Carfino getting the ball away. No one's going to catch Tim Morrissey. He's quick.
Minute to go in the first half. Jerry Everett with the ball. Ken Cole won't be happy with the Falcons allowing the Kings back in the game, but the Kings have played super basketball to get themselves back in this match.
Well, that shows they're a quality team, Dave, and always a chance to come back as he's got the fast break. 3-on-2 situation. Damien Keogh decides to take the three-pointer. 13 points to Keogh, and Sydney right back in the game.
Here it is again.
Watch the action replay here again. Great Australian player, Damien Keogh. 2 Olympic Games. Down it goes.
30 seconds to go in the first half. Sean Dennis now. Falcons wanting to squeeze away. One good shot.
There's the score by quarters where Newcastle led 35-19, had the 16-point advantage. That's been cut down to 7. So a good second quarter by the Sydney team.
Michael Johnson now. Big screen set by Grant Kruger. Johnson inside to Jones. A little hook shot. He can't make it. Gets a second bite of the cherry. Can't make it. Tim Morrissey in there with a rebound. Knocks it back to Mark Redden. 6 seconds to go. Intercepted by Grant Kruger. Michael Johnson. One shot. Three-point attempt. Can't make it. Half-time, and what a first half of basketball here at the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre. What a comeback by the Sydney Kings. Don't go away, folks. There's 24 minutes of great basketball action coming your way. The Falcons lead 57-50.
Bob, you must be a little bit relieved. You're down 20 points with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Now you got it back to 7.
Well, it's been the way we seem to be playing all the time. We let people get going, and Newcastle did a great job. Their defense is pretty tough. They're hitting the boards well, and they're shooting the ball as well as I've ever seen them. So, we've withstood the pressure now, and it's kind of typical of our games all year. Hopefully the second half will happen like we normally do as well.
Great, thanks, Coach. Good luck. Coach, whatever you said to the boys before the game, I certainly hope you might have said that at halftime, because they came out firing, and I think they're going to have to do that again this half.
Well, yeah, I thought they played excellent defense early, and the defense led us into getting some good shots, and then towards the end there, when it looked like we started to tire a little bit, we took a number of bad shots, and it created their fast break, so we've got to get our discipline back.
Right, in the second half, are we going to start Peter Harvey the second half?
Bring Peter Hill in and let Peter run a little bit early and see how things pan out the first 5 or 6 minutes. So if Peter can get into the flow, then Sean Dennis can carry the ball, and we'll get a chance to rest a few people. We've got to come into the fourth quarter ready to play.
Great, thanks, Coach.
So we're about to get underway with the second half of basketball here at the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre. The Falcons lead by 7. Carfino, Keogh, Ridlin, Morrissey and Dalton due to start the game. For the Kings, for the Falcons, it's Billy Jones, Peter Hill into the game, Neil Turner, Sean Dennis and Jerry Everett. Michael Johnson on the bench.
Yes, that's a bit strange, but Michael had a big first half, and a couple of minutes spell wouldn't do him any harm. There's the stats highest scorer, Everett 16, Jones 15 for the Falcons, while Keogh hit 13 at 56% and Carfino 9. Shooting percentage, Falcons 54 to 49. They took about the same shots, 46 to Newcastle, 45 to the Kings. Rebounds, Falcons out-rebounded Kings 23-15. Turnovers 3 to 6 in Kings' favour. Assists 10 apiece. Steals 3 apiece.
Here we see an offensive foul on Damien Keogh. He thought he had the defensive man out of position, moved into him, and the defensive man was standing there. Good call by the referee.
Peter Hill now, another sharpshooter for the Falcons. Good defence by Keogh once again.
Yes, forced him out, trying to use the screen, but forced him towards halfway. Decides to set up the offense again.
Mismatch here, we have Damien Keogh on Bill Jones. Newcastle should be looking for that.
Peter Hill, foot on line. Kings will inbound from the defensive end. Carfino to Keogh now. Keogh to bring it down the court for the Kings. Gets around Sean Dennis pretty easily, forces him in, and now it's Carfino, back out to Keogh. Keogh once again around Dennis, goes for the shot, can't get it, Jones with a rebound.
Right.
So the crucial third term of the basketball match. The Falcons had an absolute fantastic third quarter against Adelaide last week. It's been their downfall in many games, though, this season. The Kings, they love scrapping, and they're right in this ball game. Neil Turner all the way. Good move. 2 points, Neil Turner.
Neil Turner giving Mark Riddle a little bit of a headache tonight. The start of the game, as we see the drive there, Riddle really nowhere near him, and could have been called for the foul, but good to let the play run.
Riddle showed it to Morrissey. Now Morrissey gets the ball inside. Good Falcons defence. Jones gets the big rebound. Nearly a foot on line there. Steve Bignell right on the spot. Brad Dalton is down. He's hurt. He's got an ankle. Sean Dennis with a shot. Overshoots. Peter Hill tried to get the rebound. Can't do so. And time has been called. Referee's time called by Steve Bignell as Brad Dalton limps to the side. He went down rather heavily, and he's just limping to his bench at the moment. Let's hope that's nothing serious. Andrews Foul Dennis will come into the game.
Yes,
but a good call there by the referees. They needed to stop play. Let's have a look and see what happened here. Morrissey went up for the shot. Jones was in with a rebound. Dalton pushing off Jones there, just went up and came down awkwardly on the ankle. That's nasty.
Yeah, it's the ankle. I thought for one moment it might have been his knee, because he had a lot of knee problem, but obviously in pain there, and he's twisted the ankle.
Similar way that his brother Mark did his knee injury and ankle injury, Terry.
Yes, well, Mark, I think, did a knee. That's what put him out till the end of the season, but Jerry Everett takes the shot.
2 points, the Falcons out by 11. 61-50, highest score margin coming.
There's Newcastle there, led by 20 when the score was 50-30, and Sydney haven't led at any time in the stage, although they outscored Newcastle 20-7 in that second quarter.
Dave Ankeny is on the sideline now talking to Mark Dalton. Dave, I suppose that Mark is hoping that the same thing hasn't happened to Brad.
I have with me Mark Dalton from the Sydney Kings, who's out for the season with a knee injury. And Mark, I'll tell you, you've had 2 bad seasons. Last season you had a scare with the cancer. This year you've had a knee problem.
Yeah, it's been all fun and games for you, isn't it?
Right, and what's with the knee? How long out of action are you?
Another 4 months next season.
Right, so
it'll be right next year, so I just got to bide my time. I'll be right.
And what do the boys have to do to get back into this game and get on top?
Well, we just seem to have lost all concentration at the moment. Our concentration's lapsing, and defensively we're not being aggressive enough. And when you play that way against Newcastle, they're such a great offensive team that they'll just blast away, and they'll keep blasting away until you start playing defence.
Thanks very much, and let's hope you're recovered very soon.
Thanks, Dave.
Mark Riddle, as Mark, he throws up the ball. Andrews Dennis in there with a good offensive rebound. Billy Jones all over the top of him. Dennis really could have got the foul there.
Yes, Dennis taking a little bit of anger on the ball there. I think he felt that there was a foul in all that.
And Coach Bob Turner calls time out for the Sydney Kings to regroup his troops. 8:44 left on the clock in the third term. The Falcons lead 61-50.
Just work that back in the offense and back in the tough deep. Don't let up. Don't let up, all right? Just keep moving the ball, keep working inside, go up strong. And let's make sure defensively each time down the floor we don't give up anything easy. Nothing easy at the defensive end, all right? Everybody understand? I don't want any more pitching to referees. We'll get a call sooner or later. Let's just keep playing it hard, keep playing it tough. All right? Hard and tough. Let's go.
Yes, Bob Turner fairly explicit there in his directions to keep playing tough, and obviously Sydney have got to play good aggressive defence. I think that was part of the reason they got back into it in the second quarter, Mike, when they put defensive pressure on the passer and the receiver of the pass.
So Tim Morrissey to inbound for the Kings. Looking for Carfino. What did Coach Ken Cole have to say in that particular timeout, Dave Ankeny? Dave Ankeny not being able to receive us at this particular stage. We'll come back to Dave. Mark Riddleman has the ball now.
There's the shooting percentage with Newcastle 54%, Kings 44%, and both teams had 50 shots.
Carfino gets 2. They creep a little closer. The Falcons lead 61-52. Sean Dennis with the ball for the Falcons. Jerry Everett now. Gets around Morrissey, fall away jumper, short. Rebound, easy rebound for Carfino. They break out quickly now. Ridlin, Dennis, the small man, offloads to Tim Morrissey. Jerry Everett seemed to have plenty of a hand in there. Tim Morrissey glares at Steve Bignell. Jerry Everett gets the 2.
Yeah, Sydney looked a little unlucky there. I think Morrissey got the foul there. Someone grabbed him on the arm.
Dave Ankeny, what did Coach Ken Cole have to say in that last timeout? We're still having a few technical problems. We'll get back to Dave Ankeny as Damien Keogh throws up the shot. Easy rebound for Bill Jones. Sean Dennis now. Peter Hill to Jerry Everett. Let's have another crack. Dave Ankeny, what did Coach Ken Cole have to say on that timeout?
Well, there are 2 things that Coach Cole wanted from his players. Number 1 was a commitment on the defensive rebounds. He wanted his players to make sure that there was good body contact in order to possess the ball. The second thing was he wanted his players to turn the ball over on offense, not dribble too much, look for the open man.
Carfino drives, great basket, Steve Carfino.
Great speed there by Steve Carfino as the King sign goes up every time Carfino scores.
65-54, the Falcons leads. Just under 7 minutes left in the third term. Neil Turner now from the free throw line. Can he make the two? Can't do so. Better rebound by Ridland. That's what they need, the strength to come into the Sydney Kings lineup. Damien Keogh now. He turns it over. Everett, can he control the ball? He does so. Peter Hill and Mark Ridland clash. 3-on-3 at the moment. Everett trying to do the fancy stuff. Settles things down. Neil Turner calls for it at the top. Peter Hill now. Jerry Everett.
Double screen. Fence gets through. Damien Keogh.
2 points shot. Everett short. Turner can't get the rebound. Keogh picks up the scraps. He breaks out quickly for the Kings. Good work, Damien Keogh, all the way off the glass. 2 points. Better start from the Kings. 65-56, the Falcons lead.
Good skills there by Damien Keogh. 15 points. He's going to lead. As we see, a nice little dribble behind the back. A little bit of a jink and 2 point lay.
Everett now. Out to Sean Dennis with a free shot. Makes the 2 points. Bread and butter for Sean Dennis from there.
That's his first field basket for the night. 3 points.
So both sides really turning it on here at the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre. Carfino's Valdenis with a big screen, throws out the knee. Carfino, great shot, Steve Carfino. Another 2 points. And the Kings on the comeback. Here it is again.
What's the replay here again? Plenty of space to take that shot. Makes the 2.
Turner now to Dennis, over to Everett. Morrissey doing a very good job on Jerry Everett in the second and third terms. Sean Dennis pushes off Carfino, intercepted by Valdenis. Now to Morrissey. Morrissey, what can he do? Behind the back, goes all the way. Super basket, Tim Morrissey.
That's double figures for Tim Morrissey. Looked like he didn't have too much control there. Watch this replay again. Tim Morris going through, weaving his way through 3 defenders and making the 2.
Very determined play by Morrissey. Back to live action. Everett now. 2 points to Jerry Everett. 69-60, the Falcons lead. Let's have a look at Jerry Everett's shot.
Yes, good screen there by Bill Jones. Knocks his defensive man off and a little bit of a shot just past the free throw line.
And at the other end, Mark Ridland gets the big charging foul on Neil Turner. 4:40 left in the third term. The Falcons lead 69-60.
Ridland accused of using his elbow in that particular play, and in basketball, although it's many accidental elbows, the intentional elbow is not allowed.
So Tim Morrissey having a rest. Ian Davies coming back into the game for the Sydney Kings. Michael Johnson back in the game for the Falcons. Peter Hill back on the bench. Sean Dennis bringing it down to Johnson. Now to Jones. Back out to Johnson. Good defence by Davies.
That's
Turner.
Inside.
Johnson now inside to Jones. Good pass. 2 points for Jones.
That's good play. That's the way I'd like to see the Falcons get the ball inside, and Jones is going to be a threat in there. See the action replay. First into Turner, then into Jones, who's in the paint, and it's going to be very hard for Valdenis to stop him in that position. Good play, Falcons. Good tactics, Coach Cole.
71-60 they lead with just on 4 minutes left in the third term. Can Carfino light the NEC Kings? Maybe Davies and Keogh. Carfino now. Good defence again by the Falcons. He throws it up. Chris Steele grabs the good rebound.
Shortest player in the group there, Chris Steele, picks up the ball. Very aggressive young player.
Sean Dennis to Chris Steele to Michael Johnson. They've got some firepower inside to Chris Steele. He can't handle. Mark Ridland picks it up and says, I'll have this ball, thank you very much.
Chris Steele trying to pick that ball up one hand. Couldn't control it.
Plenty of push and shove, Keogh and Steele. Now Keogh gets the shot. Good 2 points to Damien Keogh. Let's have a look at that once again.
No, it doesn't look like we're going to get the replay there.
Sean Dennis, 2 point shot, can't make it. Looks around the ring, but there's been a foul called. The push by Andrews, foul Dennis on Chris Steele, and the Falcons get the basket. They
push
will
on
get
the rebound.
Foul.
There's some of the Sydney fans there on their feet. They don't like that. I really can't comment because I didn't see the action.
Let's hope the referees don't have too much of a bearing on the game. I think they've done a pretty good job so far. They've let the game flow. That's Andrews Valdenis' fourth foul. Bill Jones now with the ball. Chris Steele pushes off Mark Ridland again. Plenty of hip and shoulders in there. Jones comes up short, gets a second chance. The foul's being called on Andrews Valdenis, and I would say that that's good night.
Yes, watch the action replay. Bit of a split decision there as Jones goes up. Looks to be jumping forward, and very difficult to tell on that occasion. Could have gone either way. That's 5 fouls to Andrews Valdenis, so he'll take no further part in the game and would have to consider himself a little bit unlucky with a couple of fouls that he picked up.
Billy Jones will go to the line.
His job in the game is get in there and bounce people, and he certainly did that in his stint during the game, and I agree with you, Terry, a bit unlucky with some of those calls.
There's team free throws with Newcastle tonight at 75%, Sydney 50%, so they'll need to improve that. 20 points for Bill Jones. Picked up the 10 rebounds as well, so he's having a good all-round game.
Bill Jones now, second shot. In the hole. So the Falcons lead 73-62. Carfino now to Davies. To Mark Ridland, trying to get inside. Rebellion back in the game. Tapped in by Billy Jones. The 2 points count for the Kings.
I think Ian Davies was the man closest to him.
Michael Johnson with the ball now. There's plenty of physical contact out there tonight. Jones now, Carfino in the way. Carfino gets the foul, and the Falcons will bring it in from the side.
That's second personal foul on Carfino. Ken Cole shakes his head and says, what's going on out there?
In actual fact, they're in the one-on-one situation. Billy Jones will go to the line.
Shooting percentage there with Newcastle shooting 53%, the Kings 48.
Jones at the line now. Throws up the first. It's in. 74-64. Jones with the second. It's in the air. And it misses. Ridland gets his own rebound there. Carfino now. Gets around Dennis fairly easily. Then props. Great footwork, Steve Carfino. He's a pleasure to watch. Rebellion inside to Ridland. Working Neil Turner this time.
Yes.
That's a better 2 points, Mark Ridland. And he'll go to the line to try and add the extra and narrow the gap.
That's the first time I've really seen him make that play inside, and that's his bread and butter.
Here it is.
Watch the action replay again here. Operating with Neil Turner on him. Goes up strong. Puts the 2 away.
Trying to add the extra, Mark Ridland. It's in the air. It lips out. Bill Jones gets the rebound. Now to Michael Johnson. Carfino, the hustling defence on Sean Dennis. 2 minutes left in the third term. The Falcons still lead 74-66. Chris Steele, nowhere to go. Offloads now to Michael Johnson. Johnson trying to get around Davies, forcing Davies into a corner. Can't get it. What an offensive rebound by Billy Jones. Props, shoots, can't get the basket. Ian Davies gets the rebound. Carfino with a fast breakout. Now to Morrissey. Morrissey all the way. Chris Steele, Neil Turner gets the foul. Morrissey will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yes, good action there by Sydney. Got the ball away quickly, and Neil Turner finally gets caught for the foul, and Morrissey will go to the line. Nice pass there by Carfino. You can see Turner coming across, jumped in the air. Probably if he'd kept his feet, just made a... See Tim Morrissey from the line, 65%. In 88, only shot 45%, so not a good free shooter. None from 4 from the line tonight, so that's costly. Mark Ridland goes up and tries and gives him a bit of confidence.
Makes that one. 74-67, 150 to go in the third term.
That's a real problem for Tim Morrison from the free throw line.
So the Kings in foul trouble here. The Falcons in the bonus situation. Michael Johnson now. Inside to Billy Jones. Good pass. He goes up for the 2. Gets the 2 points. Rebellion couldn't do anything about that one.
Excellent pass from Mike Johnson. He saw that the defensive man had his back turned, and anytime that happens, that means that your man should get the ball and put it in.
Tim Morrissey with a shot. He can't make it.
That's the score by quarter, where Newcastle led by 16 at the quarter time, 35-19. They led by 7 at half, 57-50, and now with 1 minute 14 remaining in the third quarter, leads 76-67.
Peter Hill coming in to replace Chris Steele. One of the aspects of Michael Johnson's game that has improved, Dave, has been his assisting.
Oh, I agree. That's one of Mike's weaker areas in the early years, but he certainly developed into an all-around player, and his passing's been very, very good, especially this year to the younger players.
He'll turn it now to Johnson. Looking inside to Turner.
Yes.
Skyhook. Can't make it. Billy Jones, what a rebound. He gets out. Matt Witham gets the defensive rebound. Now to Ian Davies. Sean Dennis closes Davies down. Now to Carfino at the top.
46 seconds.
Carfino gets around Dennis. Peter Hill there. Carfino throws the shot up. Super basket, Steve Carfino. Gives the little pump of the fist. 35 seconds on
There's the action replay, and great skills by Carfino. Peter Hill was all over him, but fall-away jump shot puts the 2 away. It narrows the margin to 7. Newcastle playing the clock down, but about 36 seconds, so they'll look for a shot in 30 seconds. Give Sydney 5 or 6 seconds to reciprocate.
There's the 10-second hooter. Peter Hill now. They've got to take the shot. He tries to get around Rebellion, throws it up, nowhere near it. Rebellion gets it. They've got plenty of time, the Kings. 3 on 2. Rebellion gets the tip away to Sean Dennis. Carfino now. 2-point shot. Makes the basket. No time for the Falcons to have a shot. What a comeback by the Kings. There's only 5 points in it. As we're going to go into the exciting final term, the Falcons lead 76 points to 71. It's anyone's ball game.
Let's look at Carfino's action just prior to the break at three-quarter time. Great athlete as Ian Rebellion brings the ball down. A scrappy pass, actually, and cross to Carfino. There's only seconds remaining on the clock here. Takes the drive, his left hand. Nice jump shot, straight through the hoop. And great play by Kings, and they're back in the game now.
Bob Turner just marshalling his troops, having a quick word to Steve Carfino and Ian Rebellion just prior to the start of this final term. The Falcons lead by 5. Ken Cole still marshalling his troops. Claude Williams, former coach of the Sydney NEC Kings. So there's plenty of swapping of players and coaches in this match tonight. And it's a frenetic atmosphere here at the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre. Super crowd in to see this last home game of the season for the Falcons. And they're really giving their fans plenty of heart here tonight to roar them on to maybe an upset victory over the Sydney Kings. The Sydney Kings are not in the top 3 of the National Basketball League for anything by being an ordinary team. They can play, and they're right in this match.
That's right, and they're very used to these close games, Mike, so they've been in this situation a lot this year, although the Falcons have too, but they've ended up on the wrong side of the ledger, so it'll be an enthralling last 12 minutes.
As Bob Turner said at one stage last year, the Kings didn't win the close matches. This year they won all of their close matches.
That's right.
What do the coaches have to say at three-quarter time, Dave Ankeny?
Coach Cole was just making sure his matchup's right. Jerry Everett back in the game. And he wants his team to really push the ball up in the offensive end. He wants them to run. And I think he's given his players a good rest, and I think he feels that he can outlast Sydney.
Jerry Everett with the ball as we go to score by quarters.
Well, Newcastle led 35-19 at quarter time. That was reduced to 57-50 at a half. Went in at three-quarter time, leading by 5, 76-71.
Rebellion all the way, gets around Turner, super basket, the Moose.
So,
and that's not booing you can hear, that's just the sound of the Moose.
Yes. That's good drive. Good aggressive player.
So it's a 3-point ball game. The Falcons lead 76-73. Jerry Everett, free throw line, gets it out to Sean Dennis. Dennis with the shot, makes the basket. So the Falcons are still right in this game. They lead by 5, 78-73.
There's the last quarter shooting where Newcastle only shot 40% compared to the Kings 53. And the game shooting is 50 apiece, so nothing in it. Rebounds, Falcons 32-26.
He'll turn against the foul mark. Ridlin gets the basket, and he'll go to the line to add the extra and try and get this to a 2-point game. Let's have a look at it. Inexperience here on Neil Turner's behalf. Ridlin with a shot. Turner goes up, walks, gets the foul. Ridlin gets the basket, and now he's at the line to try and add the extra. The shot's in the air, makes it. It's a 2-point ball game. Experience now showing for the Sydney Kings. A great comeback after the Falcons led by 20 points during the second term. Sean Dennis with the ball as the stamp goes up at the stadium. Jones looking inside at Johnson. He gets the basket. 2 points count. Johnson to the line.
Yes, great work there, and Davies gets the foul, so Johnson will be able to look at the extras. We watch the replay. Nice backdoor cut by Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson now at the line. Throws it up, throws it in the hole. 4 from 4 for Mike Johnson from the line.
Coach Cole has given Johnson and Everett a little bit more rest in this game than he has in previous games, and he's looking to them, I'm sure, to lead the team home in this fourth quarter.
Rebellion, Carfino, shot. Wide, picked up by Jones. For a moment there, I thought Billy Jones was going to bring it down the court, but he decided not to. Jerry Everett now showing some great skills. Nearly turns it over. Good defence by Carfino and Rebellion. Sean Dennis with the ball now. Michael Johnson breaking clear of Ian Davies. Back to Bill Jones at the top to Sean Dennis. Looking for the shot as the 10-second buzzer goes. Throws it up. Doesn't go in. Super rebound by Ian Rebellion. The Moose breaks out now. Pushes off Michael Johnson. Ian Davies, three-point shooter. Can't make it. Another strong defensive rebound by Bill Jones. Sean Dennis, coast-to-coast stuff at the moment. Not too many baskets, but it's exciting stuff.
It's exciting stuff. Both teams playing the fast break style of basketball, which is always good to watch. Oh, that's got to be a foul on Ridlin, but referee let it go. Good call by Bignell. That's the way I like to see them referee. Play the advantage.
Neil Turner now, looking to go all the way, throws it off his shoulder. Jerry Everett gets the rebound. Neil Turner is there. It goes in the hole. Fortuitous basket. But Dave Ankeny, if this goes right to the line, the fans will lift the roof off the stadium.
Well, so we've had some great games this year, and this has turned out to be another good one.
83-76, the Falcons
There it
lead.
is again. Neil Turner gets the rebound and puts the 2 in. That gives him double figures for the game, 10 points.
Bill Jones knocks it away from Tim Morrissey. Substitution made by both sides. Damien Keogh coming into the game. Chris Still giving Neil Turner a rest. Coach Ken Cole unflappable at this stage, but if it gets any closer, there'll be some fireworks from the Firebrand coach. Damien Keogh, an easy three-point shot, makes it. Not that many are easy from out there, but he did it with ease.
That's a good sub, isn't it?
83-79, 4 points in the ball game. Chris Steele. Just over 8 minutes to go on the match. Jerry Everett. Everett now, 2 points. He makes it. Trading baskets.
What's the action replay here again? Long way out.
Damien Keogh now. Good matchup, Keogh and Everett. Rebellion with the ball to Ridlin. The referees have let the push and shove go tonight, but they call that one.
Yes, Steele finally gets the foul. He and Tim Morrissey pushing underneath the basket. Morrissey looking for a passing lane, and Steele not prepared to give it to him.
So the Kings from the side. Keogh inside to Carfino. Super play, the Sydney Kings. Great understanding once again, Damien Keogh and Steve Carfino. Here it is.
Watch the action replay there with Sean Dennis going too high on the defensive end, taking his eye off the ball, and good sharp back cut. There's the action replay again there. Good athletic skills.
Sean Dennis attempted the three-point shot, couldn't make it. Kings back in possession. Now they've got a chance to close that gap even further. Keogh to Morrissey. Looking inside to Rebellion, decides to go to Keogh at the top. He's calling the shots. Now back to Rebellion. Chris Steele and Tim Morrissey clashing there. Carfino. Now to Keogh. Keogh with a shot. Chris Steele with a rebound. 7 minutes 15 left on the clock. Michael Johnson back to Sean Dennis. Sean Dennis, of course, sunk that basket right on the bell to force the game into overtime last week. Everett with a shot makes the 2.
That's where Jerry Everett's practically unstoppable. If they get the ball into him there, he's got that advantage of being able to jump a lot higher than his defensive player, and he made the most of it on that occasion.
Dave Ankeny, the Falcons making the Kings work for this win if they want to win it.
Well, that's right. Well, the Falcons have nothing to lose, and they're really off a high off last week's game. And they're certainly playing very, very well tonight, very intense. You wouldn't think they're in the bottom of the table team.
A low percentage shot there by Mark Ridlin. A little bit of frustration creeping into his game. Jones got the easy rebound. Back in possession, the Falcons. They lead by 6. 6.5 minutes to go on the match. Everett with the ball now to Michael Johnson, the captain for the Falcons. To Bill Jones, who's had an absolute blinder tonight. Jerry Everett out to, in actual fact, it was Jones to Dennis. Everett is over the line. The Kings will inbound from the defensive end. Coach Bob Turner calls timeout. We have 6:19 left in the ball game here in Newcastle. The Falcons lead 87-81.
Keep the ball moving. If you're going to take some of these
player into his path, move to the opposite side of the key and open it up so if he drives and they switch, you get the ball and the dump off. If Jerry goes to the hole and your man switches, you got a little handoff. And the same with you, Bill. If you get open, you look to take him to the bucket. But be aware when they're trying to step in and double team. As soon as you see two men, you should find an open man. As soon as you turn and suddenly you see you've got two men on you, find out, don't stand and wait for the ball. If you're by yourself, you get open to get the ball off that man once they double up, and then just keep finding the loose man. Let's play now, men.
So very important there on the offensive end that you've got to be able to play without the ball, and particularly when Jerry Everett's got the ball, they tend to double team him a lot, and there's obviously free men around. Dave, how do the Kings see it?
Well, Bob Turner wants his players to attack the basket. He wants them to not stand back and take the jump shot. He wants them to go to the hole. The other thing he wants them to rebound a little bit more harder, because this is really the crunch time of the game. They need the ball.
Everett, super defensive rebound. 6 minutes left on the clock.
There's the shooting percentage there with Falcons 50, Kings 49.
So nothing in this ball game except the scoreline. 6 points to the Falcons at this stage.
Oh, yes.
Great pass, Chris Steele into Sean Dennis. He coughs it up. Can he get it back? Does so. Steve Carfino tips it over the side, and the Falcons will inbound. One of the great things about Steve Carfino, which impresses me every time I see him, is his sportsmanship.
Yes, he doesn't complain about much, Mike, and he's a great athlete, and certainly a credit to the game.
Jerry Everett with the ball now, trying to do it all himself. Chris Steele has the ball, sees the gap, gives it to Michael Johnson.
Yeah, that's good team
Can't
play.
get the basket. Deserved better result, that one.
Good team
Carfino
play.
now. Tries to get around Sean Dennis. Sean Dennis pushing off him. Carfino with a shot. Misses. In actual fact, Steve Carfino did have a word that time, and I thought he had plenty of justification to have a word. Michael Johnson into Bill Jones. Swivels around Mark Ridlin. Throws it up short. Gets the offensive rebound. Damien Keogh gets the foul. Jones will go to the line to shoot too.
Yes, Carfino, I think, got the foul there, and Jones, good effort, couple of rebounds, and he's been dynamite on the boards. Watch the action replay there, going for the shot, misses the first. I'm sorry, it was Damien Keogh, came in to assist Mark Ridlin and foul.
Billy Jones misses the first.
Bill Jones shooting 80% tonight, misses with the first.
Now the second. Throws it up higher this time, gets the basket. The Falcons lead by 7, 88-81, 5:13 left in the match.
There's 25 points to Jones, and he's had a big match. Ridlin's been fairly quiet.
Over on the bench, Brad Dalton ready to come into the game as Carfino. Beautiful skills to Rebilliard, great basket. 88-83.
6 points to Ian Rebilliard.
Sean Dennis now. Rebilliard closes down Johnson.
Watch the ball here. Carfino's covered and he gets it back to Rebilliard. Nice little jump shot that makes the two. Never looked like missing.
Everett, fall away jumper. Can't make the basket this time as the Kings nearly tip it out of court. Picked up by Ridlin and Keogh to Rebilliard now. Rebilliard will drive all the way. Can't make it. Super rebound by Billy Jones. Chris Steele with the ball now for the Falcons. They slowed proceedings down a little bit.
Billy Jones would have something close to 20 rebounds. I think about 17 or 18.
Pushes off Rebilliard. Michael Johnson and Chris Steele.
Keep the ball moving.
Falcons very keen to work inside tonight. Terry as Everett can't buy a basket. Chris Steele nearly gets it. Rebilliard comes up with a strong rebound. The crowd haven't forgotten the Moose chant.
Yes, very aggressive and good play by Ian Rebilliard for his team there. They're the sort of players you need in the tight situations.
4 minutes left in the match. 5 points the difference. The foul's called. And the Kings will inbound.
I think that's on Bill Jones, on Mark Ridlin, so that'll be his third personal foul.
Tim Morrissey will bring the ball in for the NEC Kings. Number 55, he does so to Damien Keogh, to Carfino. Gets it back to Keogh. Keogh with a three-point shot. Looks good. That's a great basket again. And all of a sudden, it's a two-point ball game once again. Damien Keogh, the man that can really hurt you.
There, watch the action replay here again. He's had a great match. Nice left-hand three-pointer.
Everett with the ball. What can the Falcons do here? Can they get back out to a 5-point lead or a 4-point lead? Johnson with the ball. Better defence by the Sydney Kings. They're making the Falcons really work now. Billy Jones throws a dreadful pass to Michael Johnson. He wasn't even looking. Jones gets it back. I doubt very much whether they can hear the hooter. Everett now throws it over, goes in the hole. I don't know how, but it's in the hole. 4-point gap, 90-86 for the Falcons. 3 minutes left in the match. gets around Sean Dennis, gets around Chris Steele.
Chris Steele
Still gets the foul. Kings from the side.
It'll be a side ball as we watch the action replay here with Chris Steele never in position. Little bump, and possibly not a bad foul in that situation. The ball from the side. On 14 fouls now, though.
Mark Redland, strong underneath the basket, throws up a pretty ordinary shot. Jones gets the rebound. Chris Steele just slows it down for the Falcons now. Sean Dennis bringing it down the court.
This turnover, or possession rather, is very, very important as Bill Jones trying to make some space in the middle there. Good defence there by Tim Morrissey.
Sean Dennis. Carfino knows that Sean Dennis and Michael Johnson are the danger men from outside for the Falcons. Billy Jones knees it back to Jerry Everett. Over to Michael Johnson now. Johnson, three-point attempt. Oh, off the glass. There, Ingham. Whoa. Throwing home Michael Johnson. Here it is.
What's the action there? Off balance and only a couple of seconds left on the 30-second clock, and puts the three away as we see a foul called. Let's see that shot again. Remembering that the 30-second clock is just about to expire. Michael Johnson realises that, so he's a little bit off balance. At very good arm action. He knows where he is on the court and made the three.
At the other end, Mark Ridland steps to the line. They need these two shots. Mark Ridland with the first. Can't make it.
Team free throws tonight. Very poor percentage by Sydney, 44%, so that's not good.
Mark Ridland with the second. Tim Morrissey moved pretty quick, but Mark Ridland gets the basket. 2:24 left in the ball game. The Falcons lead 93-87.
Mark Ridland only shooting 60% from the free throw line tonight.
Sean Dennis making Steve Carfino really work there. Jerry Everett with the ball for the Falcons now.
Falcons got to work without the ball.
Michael Johnson pushing off Rebellion. Goes for the shot now. Can't make it. Everett's there for the rebound. The easy 2 points coming up. Can he? Billy Jones tips it in. Under 2 minutes left in the ball game. 95-87. The Falcons by 8. Sydney Kings. The crowd's going absolutely bananas here.
The pressure's on.
Keogh back to Rebellion now. Rebellion going all the way himself. Easy 2 points for Ian Rebellion. They close the gap. Man to man now. Billy Jones gets the ball to Dennis. Trying to double T the Kings. Here's
That's the
Chris
action
Steele.
replay with Ian Rebellion making the nice drive to the basket.
At the other end, Michael Johnson gets the 2 points and will go to the line to where the extras. Bob Turner calls timeout. We've got 1:33 left in the ball game. The Falcons lead unbelievably 97 points to 89. Well, Terry Charlton, would you believe this?
That's unbelievable. The crowd's gone mad. I can hardly hear myself think up here. But certainly a drive to the basket by Michael Johnson as we go down to Bob Turner and see what he's got to say.
Watch him go look for the outside shot. Get the ball in bounds. Try and set a screen. You're in the 5 spot. Set a screen on either wing. You look to come off the 3. All right? We don't get it. We get the bucket. Then we get out pressure. All right, full court. We're going 4 defense. You deep. You deep. Get you guys out. Get you guys on half court. 4 defense. Get back quick in the man-to-man. All right, let's go. Let's hustle now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the ball now. Get out quick in the bounds. All right?
Well, the Falcons lead 97-89. Let's have a look at the scores by quarter.
Yes, Newcastle led well in the first quarter, 35-19. That was reduced 57-50 at half-time. Still had the margin at three-quarter time, 76-71, with 1:33 remaining lead, 97-89, with Michael Johnson stepping the line for 1 shot.
He makes it. They lead by 9. 5 out of 5 for Michael Johnson. The Kings, 3 3-point shots away from tying this ball game. Carfino with the first. Oh, he makes it from miles out. Peter Hill now. 1:22 left in the ball game. Double D trying to be set up. Peter Hill gets the ball for the Falcons. They run it quickly. Michael Johnson, they want to milk the clock. Over to Bill Jones now. 1:12 left on the clock. Sean Dennis now. Damien Keogh in attention. Sean Dennis gets it back to Billy Jones. He won't shoot from out there, surely. Damien Keogh knocks it out of bounds, and that's good for the Falcons.
It's still only it's about 9 seconds, I think, left on the 30-second clock, so they've still got to shoot the ball within 9 seconds. But this is good tactics.
Now to Peter Hill. Peter Hill gets it back to Sean Dennis, intercepted by Damien Keogh. Now to Carfino. Carfino will get the basket, will he? No, he won't. Tim Morrissey taps it in. 98-94, 5 points in it. Travel by Sean Dennis. The Kings are back in sensational stuff.
What a great game, I'll tell you. This game of basketball always goes down to the last minute.
Ian Davies, top of the key, 3-point, short. Falcons back in possession.
Full court press.
Sean Dennis now. The Kings allowing them to run. 42 seconds left in the game. Sean Dennis, Carfino. Dennis back to Jones. Gets the ball back. Sean Dennis then runs into Bill Jones. Double D again. Dennis does well to get out of that.
Spread the court.
Michael Johnson, 29 seconds left in the game. 4-point gap. Michael Johnson with the ball. Back to Billy Jones. They're playing this very well, the Falcons.
They've got to take the shot.
Michael Johnson now has the shot. Into height of Jerry Everett. That's the ball game. Hooroo, good night. Damien Keogh. He'll get the point. Michael Johnson. Damien Keogh gets the two. Will go to the line to add the extra. So maybe I've spoken too early. 13 seconds left on the clock. 100 to 96, the Falcons lead. Damien Keogh will try and narrow that by one. Anything can happen, Terry Charlton.
They certainly can. He's still got to put this shot down to get within 3 points.
Plenty of pressure. Keogh gets the basket. Full court press now again. Sean Dennis to Michael Johnson. 11 seconds left on the clock. They've got to get it in their own half. Now to Billy Jones. To Peter Hill. 5 seconds left on the clock. Now to Sean Dennis. 3 seconds. 1 second. Jerry Everett. It's over. Everett gets the basket. It's counted. What a win. Unbelievable scenes here at the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre as we talk ourselves hoarse. The Newcastle Falcons in the second upset in 2 weeks. They have defeated the Sydney Kings 102 to 97 as Coach Ken Cole salutes the crowd. Standing ovation, and Terry Charlton, what a victory.
That was a fantastic match, and they certainly gave a great performance here. Last home game, and Coach Ken Cole applauds the crowd for their great support as we see the players come into the change room. What an exciting game for the fans that was. And with me tonight, I've got Bob Turner, one of the leading coaches in the NBL. Bob, a real pressure cooker situation out there tonight.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was a great atmosphere, and I think for us it was good because we need this type of intensity coming down into the playoffs. And we know we're assured of a spot, but it's frustrating to lose tonight because we did things that we don't do well as a team, or we don't normally do as a team, but a good atmosphere for us to get ready for the playoffs.
Bob, I thought Newcastle sort of jumped you a little bit in that first quarter, and you seemed a little bit out of sorts with the offense there for a while.
Yeah, we had guys like, Steve came out, he was ready to play, he missed his first three, and Davies missed a lot in the first quarter. We just missed the shots, but they were hitting, and I think, it seemed like every shot they were putting up, they were hitting. We got a little bit nervous about what was going wrong, and I think we got out of sorts offensively, and then we had to fight back.
That's right. Well, I think great character coming back in the second quarter there, and you turn around some good defence, and you're renowned, aren't you, for team philosophy, and I think to win the title, you've got to play that way.
Well, that's what I said. We play a very good defensive game. I think we missed Mark Dalton. That hurts us, but that's over. We can't rely on that. Andrew Spaldinas was doing a great job. He got some fouls there that. And we couldn't get him out of the game in time, and so he couldn't participate in the game anymore in the second half, which hurt us. But I think defensively we did a good job, and we wanted to. The ball just didn't bounce our way, and maybe a couple calls didn't go our way.
Yeah. Now, how's that place you now, Bob? You came into this game in third, and it's really tight up there in that six. How does that stand you now?
I'm not sure. I think that might drop us down to the fifth spot. But as I said, really jockeying in that, top six, it's tough. And I think no matter where we are, we got to accept it and just go out and play. And
how do you like the format in the elimination finals now with best of three?
I think it's a great way to go because you really find out who's the better team. On a one-game situation, you could have a guy foul out, injury, missed shots, or whatever. But over a three-game series, you really find out who's the better team.
Bob, you've done a great job in Sydney this year, and I've seen a few of your games down there, and you must be very pleased with the way the promotion of the Kings has gone this year.
I think the promotion of the game, it's what basketball in Australia has really needed, a team that would represent the city in a proud way. We've fought hard, we've scrapped. I think the team has exemplified how a team should play the game of basketball. We don't don't rely on any one guy to score 30 or 40. We rely on the whole team participating and contributing, and I think people have accepted that very well.
Bob, 2 NBL titles under your belt. Do you think you'll make it third this year?
Well, that's the goal. I think the team has worked hard enough to deserve it. I think we've shown signs that we can beat anybody in the league. Hurting, like I said, Mark Dalton not in the team, it doesn't really help us, but by the same token, Rebilliard, Davies and Spaldinas have learned that they can contribute a little bit more, and I think that's enough to get us over the hill.
Bob, being a New South Welshman, I'll be supporting you, and all the best in the remainder of the season.
Thanks very much, Terry.
Looking at the shooting percentages, Newcastle shot 44 from 90 at 49%, only shot 2 from 10 from the three-point line at 20%. Jerry Everett with 32. Bill Jones, I thought, the man of the match, 27 points, 11 from 23 at 51%. For Sydney, they shot 42 from 87 at 48% and 6 from 15 from the three-point line. Damian Keogh was outstanding with 26. Actually shot 5 from 6 from the three-point line, and Steve Carfino with 22 at 50%. Rebounds, Newcastle won the battle, 47 to Sydney's 35, with Jones 21, Everett 12, and for Sydney, Ridland 9, Morrissey 6. Turnovers, Newcastle 9, Sydney 12.
Talking now to a very tired but elated coach of the NIB Falcons, Ken Cole. Ken, what have you done to the troops in the last 2 weeks?
Well, they really have started to improve. I think over the last 6 games they've started to play good basketball, and I feel that they're starting to grow up. They're not making as many silly mistakes, and I think we're playing to win now. I think a lot of the first half of the season we were playing to find out if we could compete. Now they think they can win, and they're playing that way.
The Sydney Kings lost a lot of games by a few points last year. They've won those this year. That same thing has happened to you this year. Gee, you could be a lot further up the ladder.
Well, we can. 11 games by 2 shots. If our opponents miss 1 3-shot game and we make 1 more, we'd be on top of the league. So they have been very consistent, I think, and I think that's why there was a turn-away crowd tonight again. They know these kids, at least they fight hard, and you couldn't get much more excitement than they give every week.
What do you think when you're led by 20 points?
I always regard the first quarter as sort of a sparring session, and I never worry too much about the points. I worry more about the fouls, and so I knew they were going to come back at us. I just hoped that we'd take a lot out of them physically in trying to come back, and maybe it worked that way, but it was just an awesome first quarter.
A gutsy performance by the kids to stay in there tonight, because the Kings did come back at you hard.
Well, I kept telling them, I mean, Sydney is 1 week off playing in the finals. And if they're not intense and fired up and ready to go in a game like this, they never will be. So we knew they were going to be at their best, and it was up to us to rise a little bit higher.
Have you got a team to take you to the 1990 flag?
We're probably 2 players short, but we're working very hard to get them.
And Coach Ken Cole, a personal achievement for you tonight, your 100th win in the NBL.
I didn't even know it. That's nice too. All of those things are nice, I suppose. You think about them when you get old.
Well, certainly a marvellous night's entertainment here at the Newcastle Sports Entertainment Centre between the Sydney NEC Kings and the Newcastle NIB Falcons. I hope you enjoyed all the action from the stadium tonight. Next Saturday night, on Saturday Night Shootout, we bring you the international match between Australia and New Zealand, and then stay tuned for the National Basketball League Finals for 1989. On behalf of Dave Ankeny and Terry Charlton, this is Mike Ribbett bidding you good evening.
This program proudly brought to you by Just Jeans and Australian High Reach Rentals.